Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, classmate. This is the report of Group 8. Chapter 10, Changes in Personnel Status. First, the rationale of personnel movement. The employee upon entering the organization is bound to change his employment status at the initial stage of the employment. The employee starts as temporary, then moves up to the probationary upon meeting the requirements of the position where he is assigned. This is about the proper movement of employee in the organization is called placement. Placement is defined as the assignment of the right man to the right job. Meaning, ito yung tamang posisyon ng employee sa kanyang profession. First, promotion is movement of the employee from a lower level to a higher level in the organizational ladder involving more duties and responsibility. Meaning, promotion is usually carries with a higher pay and usually a better privilege. Ito yung promotion for employee na ina-acquire na mabigyan sila ng higher paying job and higher status. Next, rationale for employee promotion. Number 1, recognition and reward for good performance. Employee who are performed well need to be rewarded when opportunities for higher position becomes available. Means it serves a monitoring factor for employees to stay and be loyal to the company. For example, ito yung nagmo-motivate sa employee na gawin yung best nila sa trabaho kasi there are possibility na for promotion. Second, incentive for employees to improve academically and professionally to prepare themselves for the new job and the new challenge in the job. Means it is employee will always try to acquire the new knowledge or get advanced training and the education in the hope that their improved qualification will be given chance by management as opportunity becomes available. Ito yung opportunity ni employee na mag-gain ng more knowledge and maging qualified for a new vacant position. Ito yung mga trainings tsaka mga seminars. Third, employees who are promoted usually know the job well rather than a new hire employees outside the organization. It is getting from outside entails further training and orientation. Meaning, yung mga new hire, sila yung mga mas less yung nalalaman about the organization or the company. So, the promotion mas possibly mabibigay dun sa mga old employees. Fourth, boost the employees' morale and develop greater loyalty to the organization. It is an important means of human relation with the organization. Ito yung mga importante yung ma-develop, yung ma-enhance yung relation na employee sa work para ma-boost yung loyalty pa nila lalo dun sa organization. Factors to be considered in promotion. First, the company must consider the seniority rule. All things being equal, the first to be hired must be given the priority to be promoted. Ito nga yung kanina. This will be develop fairness and morale among the rank and file employees who are also loyal and dedicated to their job. Siyempre, yung mga mas priority for promotion is yung mga employee na mas matagal na sa trabaho, mas may alam na about the organization. Next is second, careful analysis of qualification of individual has to be subjected to a series of test interviews and record check. Meaning ito yung the individual may be technically competent but his leadership qualities and human relation may be poor. Hence, he would have difficulty in holding subordinates. Maaaring yung employee is magaling siya sa work or magaling siya dun sa profession niya, pero hindi siya magaling mag-lead ng kanyang subordinates at saka hindi maganda yung kanyang human relation. So, ito yung magkakaroon ng difficulty for handling his subordinates. Third, attendance record and performance for the last 2 to 3 years have to be examined. An employee who is dedicated in his job is seldom or rarely absent from work. Diligence and dedication are qualities of an employee must possess. Siyempre, dun mo malalaman kung qualified for promotion sa employee. Dun mo malalaman yung good performance niya, kung maganda yung kanyang attendance record. Siyempre, for the last 2 to 3 years. Ayan.
Hi, my name is Christopher Navarre and I'm the second reporter of Group 8. My topic is about employee transfer. This may be defined as the movement from one job to another if equivalent rank or position at the same time passed with the organization. The policy manual must state the following. First is the person who should initiate transfer. The second is the authorized person who will approve the transfer. The third is the reason why an employee has to be transferred. The fourth is the status of the employee upon transfer. Employee transfer. Ito yung pag-transfer ng isang empleyado sa ibang trabaho sa loob ng isang organization na dapat same level or position sa pagka-transfer. Policies to transfer as the employee, kailangan ikaw yung mismo mag-initiate na mag-transfer. And the second is the authorized people ang pwedeng mag-transfer sa'yo. The pangatlo, reason mo kung bakit ka magka-transfer, it's either co-workers issues or personal reasons. Fourth is kung ano yung status mo bago ka mag-transfer. Pinaka-importante ito dahil dito mag-base kung hindi pa or magka-transfer. Second is kind of employee transfer. We have two types of transfer. Temporary transfer. This is done for employee to substitute for an absent employee or for an employee to learn other duties and responsibilities as preparation or promotion. The second is permanent transfer. This is made to fill in a vacant position in other until our department recruiting the skills and capabilities of the employee being transferred. Kind of employee transfer, temporary transfer, ito yung uri ng employee transfer na substitute ka pwede isang araw or the whole week sa ibang branch or ng company or store nyo, or pwede rin kaya temporary transfer ang isang employee dahil kailangan niya matrain para sa promotion. For example, yung mga promotions para sa managers or supervisors positions. And the second is permanent transfer. Ito naman yung permanente ka transfer sa isang unit or branch ng company na kung saan sakto yung kakayanan mo sa position ng vacant. Example, yung mga employees na nagtitake ng training for managerial or supervisor position. Next is demotion. Demotion, this is defined the movement of employee or the employee from his present job to a job of lower rating or in a lower grade. Number one, slack business demand and operations, reducing manpower budget. The second is ability of the employee to meet the job requirements for the position he was hired. And the third is failure to the employee to meet technical changes in the job. The fourth is demotion, is restored to when the employee commits an infractions to the company's rules and regulations and the penalty to the offense in short of termination. Demotions, ito naman yung kabaliktaran ng promotions. Ito naman yung pag-shift ng isang job sa pababang position at responsibilidad ng isang employee, at nandun na din ang pagkakaroon ng mababang sahod. Mm, Number one is yung pagbaba ng demand sa business at syempre biglang pagbaba din ng budget sa isang company. The second is hindi magagawa ng isang employee ang trabaho, duties, or responsibilities nito sa oras ng trabaho. Hindi pagtanggap ng employee. The third, hindi pagtanggap ng employee sa mga pagbabago sa loob ng kumpanya or business. The fourth is ang demotion ay nangyayari kapag ang employee ay may nilabag na rules and regulations sa isang company na maaaring mag-cost ng pagtagal or pag-terminate. And the fourth is employee separation. Employee separation is the termination of employee relationship between the employee and the employer is called separation. Such a termination or relationship may be caused by the resignation or the employee or the unilateral action of management. Resignation by the employees is called voluntary separation. The literal actions of management to terminate the relationship is called by layoff or discharge. Cost of employee resignation, number one, better job opportunities in the office and other companies or outside the country. The second is the employee seeks higher wage and better conditions. Third, employee resign due to misunderstanding with his immediate superior or co-employees in department. Fourth is a worker resign from employee due to distance from work because it's change in the residence. Fifth is most women employees resign from employment due to the change in martial status. Employee separation, termination ng isang separated employee ay nagre-resign or umaalis sa isang sitwasyon na may rason, maaring voluntary or involuntary na rason. Ang termination employee naman, ito yung maaaring nakaka-base sa pagbaba ng performance ng isang employee or nakakulangan ng isang employee sa sa kanyang trabaho. Yun lang po. Thank you.
The topic is procedure in handling separation of employment. When an employee resigns from employment or retires from the service of the company, the personnel department must see to it that the following requirements are met before they are given the remaining benefit or salary. Number 1. Employee clearance. Make sure that the employee is cleared of all money, properties, responsibility before he is paid with whatever benefits or salary payable. Siguraduhin na dapat ang empleyado ay walang utang o naiwang responsibilidad sa company. Dapat ang clearance ay pipirmahan ng department head kapag ito ay walang problema sa pag-aari ng company ay naibalik ang mga bagay na ginamit sa company at saka lamang maibigay ang titirang benefit or salary. Number 2. Conduct exit interview. It is an attempt to find out the actual reason of all employees in resigning from the company. Alamin ang tunay na dahilan kung bakit kailangan mag-resign ng isang empleyado sa company. Maaari ito ay may kaugnayan sa halaga ng sahod, pakikisama sa ibang empleyado, o sa bigat na gawain sa kampanya. Kailangan kumpleto ang mga papeles na naipasa bago ibigay ang mga natirang benefit at salary. Panatiliin ang mabuti ugnayan sa empleyado kahit na ito ay mag-resign dahil maituturi pa din siyang asset sa company. The exit interview has the following purpose. Determine the real cause of employee's resignation. Number 2. Determine that all required paper related to his separation are properly accomplished, such as of Social Security System, PhilHealth, Pag-ibig Fund, and other government agency. Number 3. Create in employee the impression of goodwill toward the company that in spite of separation, the company is still interested in his personal welfare. Number 4. Create an impression to the employee that the company is still interested in his career as he is an asset employee. Number 5. An employee who is a compulsory retired according to the law after serving the company the best year of his life should be awarded a service merit plaque or certificate of recognition in appropriate occasion. Procedure in handling layoff and suspension of relationship. The layoff must be permanent or temporary and is initiated by the management without default from the employee. Permanent layoff refers to the total separation of employment relationship. Temporary layoff may be for a certain period of time caused by lack of materials or order that will require the service of the employee. The following procedure should be observed. Number 1. Determine the total number of employees that will be affected by total permanent layoff and those of temporary layoff. Number 2. Determine the total amount involved according to the law or collective agreement and the amount the company will spend in paying the separation pay of an employee. Number 3. Determine the skills and job requirements that will still be needed by the company in cut size operation to maintain viability and company's sustainability. Number 4. Determine those who can be trained for new jobs that will still be needed by the company in case of new operations requirements at the option of management. Number 5. Determine all potential skills, knowledge, and length of service of employees before making the first come, last out policy in separation of an employee to keep the company afloat during critical times. After determining all problems related to the separation of employee, discuss with the top management the personal program that will be undertaken. Make sure the recommendation based on the cost benefits analysis and reset to management alternative programs. Handling human resource turnover. It is the intention of management to keep it loyal and good workers. The benefit is like retirement plan, longevity pay, salary increases, and indicative of the management concern of employees to maintain their mutual relationship. The test of the soundness of any personnel program can be measured by the rate of personnel turnover. It is also a test of the good relationship between the management and labor. The causes of employee turnover may be due to the following. Number 1. Poor supervisory practice. The supervisor play a vital role in keeping and training the employee of productive endeavors. The good relationship between the worker and his immediate boss usually result in employee job satisfaction. Number 2. Poor company policy of attracting potential and good employees. Salary benefit and other personnel programs are inadequate to keep the employees. Number 3. Poor working condition. Employees want to work in healthful and safe environment. A friendly, conducive atmosphere is good working environment. Number 4. Good opportunities in other country or another company. Adventurous employees seek greener pasture somewhere else. There are usually younger employees. Number 5. Poor selection, hiring of employees, training, and inadequate supervision. Dismissal are caused by the above factors. This could be avoided if the personnel policy and procedure are adequate enough to sustain the hiring and placement of the right person to the right job.